Chihuahua. Chihuahua.
Can you feel the groove? What can make you dance? Oh, Chihuahua. Ain't no police around here, baby, I won't judge you. Drunk in love. That's how you.
Stress relief tactic. Crochet little accessories for your dog.
Bing bop boom 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 bop bam. Bing bop boom 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 bop bam. Bing bop boom 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 bop bam. Bing bop boom 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 bop bam.
Oh, when you walk by every night, talking sweet and looking fine, I get kinda hectic inside. Baby, I'm so into you, darling. If you only knew all the things that flow through my mind. But
I'm in love. I'm obsessed. And I don't even feel guilty about it.
POV, you really want a pet poodle but don't have adequate space for one. Because you're currently homeless, so you decide to crochet a life-sized poodle instead.
When I received a custom order to crochet this lady's red heeler, I knew that this project was going to be a little bit difficult because of the fur. So in order to make the fur as best as I could, I decided to sew a whole bunch of specks in white, tan, and gray. This process took me 2 hours, and that's not including crocheting the plushie, but in my opinion, I think I did a pretty good job. Let me know what you think, and if you'd like me to crochet your own pet plushie, then head over to my custom order form in my bio, which is now open.
Strawberry sun-kissed skin, baby brown eyes, sugar put my.
So I had a really wonderful client reach out to me about a month ago, and she asked me to make a custom plushie of her puppy, and she shared with me this photo of her dog, and I just finished the plushie, so I wanted to show you guys how it turned out. This is the plushie. It's her little puppy. She specifically wanted the ears to have this texture, and yeah, I'm just totally obsessed with how it turned out. So let me know what you guys think of it in the comments.
All right, listen, I didn't want to have to do this, but you leave me no choice. Here comes the smolder.
no, don't turn me into a hat.
my hands. I made this. I literally have nothing to say except that I made this.
What's that? Brother,
Baby, do you know that's what
brother,
heaven is a place on earth?
So I say, what if I dive deep? Will you come in after me? Would you share your flaws with me? Let me know. You told me think I would take a bullet for you just to prove my love. Only to find out you are the one holding the gun.
I think I like this little dog.
I'm literally crying over my nails right now because they're so ugly. Oh my god, okay. This is what I wanted, okay? This is the pastels, and this is what I got.
What could you lose? Well, for one, her heart belongs to another, and no other heart.
Maybe by next summer we won't have changed our tune. We'll still walk.
Yeah, they're invincible, and she just in the background. And she says, I wish that I could be like the cool kids, 'cause all the cool kids. If I did rap late on third, would you still? If I'm in my mind at work, would you still?
Tell me if I could stand up my heart to you. So when I die, which I must do, could it shine down here?
Interested in giving me the business. Pretty sure I was like 20 when it happened. Speakers playing Marvin Gaye, so I started snapping. All of a sudden, mama had her ass clapping. We were in the aisle with the paper and the napkins. I was mesmerized by the way that it was shaking. Looked down at her cart and all she had was bacon. Oh shit, I think she wants some breakfast. But out the corner of my eye, saw my fucking dentist. Juice, sauce, little bit of dressing. Ice, wrist, little bit of flexing. Juice, sauce, little bit of dressing. Ice, wrist, little bit of flexing. I went to the store for some chocolate flavored milk. Came home with a thick chocolate colored milk. All she wanted was a little gravy.
Me cuesta trabajo entender cómo de verdad hay gente que todavía no entiende la puta vibra, güey.
Hachi. Hola, amigo.
Hello, Christ. I'm about to sin again. I said I love you to that man, but I'm not feeling it.
Trying to make a realistic crochet dog. Making the head. I think you need to use this kind of brush. I had to change the yarn. Oh my goodness, the brush worked. Snout. Eyes plus one ear. The nose. Other ear. Okay has done. I am obsessed with him.
You look about to be a blessing. You wanna put manifest like crystals on your neck, but nothing ever goes well. Yeah, you wanna be better, but we're not.
Perro salchicha, gordo bachicha, toma solcito a la orilla del mar. Tiene sombrero de marinero y en vez de traje se puso collar. Una gaviota medio mármol.
Tell me if I could send up my heart to you. So when I would. Ay, qué lindo es ser perrito. Como me gusta dormir y comer mucho pollito. Me acarician y siempre me dan muchos besitos. Ay, qué lindo. I can keep a secret, kid. Yeah. Got my mind on your body and your body on my mind.
Day 10 of this crochet series. Everything was going perfectly until the very end. I finished stuffing the belly like I said I would. And for reference, I think I used about 7 pounds of polyfill in the belly alone. And then including the 7 pounds in the top of the body, the entire body is about 14 pounds of polyfill. I then sewed it up and then wanted to get it back onto its feet. And I don't know why I just tipped it over like this. I was actually a little afraid, but then I was like, this is really stable. And I mean, I would expect it to be stable considering how big and heavy it is. And then when I tried to get it to stand up like this, it did not work. So I had to sit down and take a breath and then try again. I really felt like I was trying to lift a tire at the gym. When I got it back to standing, I wanted to clean up this little area where I stitched up the middle. It was poking out just a little bit, so I just sewed it really quickly and got it to be flat. And I have to say, I am very happy with how this looks. The stitching in the center looks so seamless. The shape of the legs turned out even better than I could have even imagined. And not to mention, it's got a little booty on it. And as I was setting up my camera to take the last shot, I then realized I forgot to attach the piece of wood that's going into the neck. I was so fixated on closing up the belly that this completely slipped my mind. So I gave myself about 5 minutes to freak out, and then I had to figure out a solution. I had to move this thing again back onto its back. But by this point, I already had a system for doing this, so this was okay. The part that I was the most worried about was figuring out exactly where I stitched the belly patch to the body because I was gonna have to cut it. And this part was really difficult because everything looks the same. Thankfully, I was able to find the right stitch, I cut it, and I was able to tear it out. Come back tomorrow to see the neck.
Here is a free crochet balloon dog pattern and tutorial I use for this plushie. I found this pattern on Ravelry.com. It's a fantastic pattern because essentially it's the same thing over and over again, the only difference is the amount of rows that you build up. I decided to simplify this pattern because my memory is so bad. Here's what I came up with. I want to stress that this is the exact pattern from Ravelry.com, just simplified into my own words. The notes up top are from personal experience. I don't know what size yarn or hook the website suggests to use, but this is what I used. For all you visual learners out there, no worries, I got you. Here is a crochet balloon animal I've been working on. You have the tail, the 2 back legs, the body, the 2 front legs, the neck, and you'll have 2 ears and a head, but I haven't finished yet. Each section is connected by 4 rows of 6 single crochet. And we will start with the tail. Place 6 single crochet into a magic ring. This is the only magic ring you'll have to do the entire project. For rows 1 through 4, it's 1 single crochet in each stitch. Now we are going to expand outwards, and you're going to do this for every single section. Row 5 is 6 increases, which will leave you with 12 stitches, and row 6 is 12 increases, which will leave you with 24 stitches. After this, I like to mark up the first stitch of my next row. Now you're going to look at your pattern and see how many rows this section requires. Since I'm doing the tail, I'll be doing 8 rows. I'll meet you back. Now that I've done the correct amount of rows, I'm going to fluff a little bit, and then place 12 decreases. This will leave you with 12 stitches. Fluff when needed, then place 6 decreases. This will leave you with 6 stitches. And we're back to where we started. You can now repeat from row 1. Again, it's 6 single crochets for 4 rows, then 6 increases, which will leave you with 12 stitches, and 12 increases, which will leave you with 24. Now move your stitch marker to the first stitch of your next row. Now you're going to check your pattern to see how many rows to build up. I'm doing 14 because I'm making a leg. I'm fluffing it when I need to. After the correct amount of rows, I will end with 12 decreases and then 6 decreases. And then you can repeat from row 1 again. For your last section, the head, you're going to be left with 6 stitches. Here's my little blurb on how to finish it all off. These extra increases will act as a tiny little nose for the dog pictured here.
If you've made it this far, I've already made a tutorial on how to make your sausage link into a balloon animal by twisting it. You can find it under my tutorials playlist. Again, here's the pattern for you to screenshot. My goal with this was to make it as easy as possible to understand and memorize. If you can remember how many rows each section needs, you could do this pattern just based on memory. Good luck, and I'd love to see what you make.